Now, you are a former Environment Minister, as our viewers would know. What do you say to criticism that the government's plan doesn't have enough detail in it to be credible in terms of emissions reduction?
I respectfully disagree. Firstly, you have in place the existing mechanisms, the emissions reduction fund, the renewable energy target, the technology roadmap, and that's seen us drop our emissions by 20% since 2005 to beat Kyoto 1, to beat Kyoto 2, to be on track to well and truly beat the Paris targets that I set along with the then Prime Minister in 2015. We're already ahead of where we were going to be in 2030, but almost a decade early. And so we've been able to do that. And we see the Emissions Reduction Fund is seeing land regeneration, the replenishment of our soils. It's seeing the refurbishment of our land and capturing carbon in there. And that's making a huge difference to the quality of our soils and our land. But above all else, it's bringing emissions down and bringing carbon out of the atmosphere. So these are real and practical things. And we've done it before. We'll do it again, but the difference is we'll do it without an electricity tax. And if you want to understand the difference between the two sides, we brought emissions down and took the pressure off electricity prices. They put unemployment up in terms of taking people out of manufacturing jobs, and at the same time, they drove electricity prices up. So we've said what we'll do, we've done what we've said, and we've brought emissions down, but we'll do it in a way that's safe for the economy, safe for people's electricity bills, and the other side, unfortunately, has a history of pink bats and electricity taxes.
My colleague Andrew Clennell reported this afternoon there's a view in the senior ranks of the government that there is more on the table for the Nationals than another cabinet spot and the Productivity Commission review. You're a senior member of Cabinet, a member of the ERC. Do you know what's on the table for the Nationals?
I'm actually not a member of ERC. I'm now Policy Implementation Committee. So there's nothing that I'm aware of. But we always work together with a focus on rural and regional Australia. And it is important. One thing that we're unashamed about is we speak across the Liberal Party and the National Party for the people of rural and regional Australia, and we're always looking for things that will allow them to flourish.
Finally, nuclear energy. It's something that we've been reporting on. It's a regular dispatchable energy source, zero emissions. Why won't the government at least look at that?
Look, it's not something we're planning. I respect the views and the integrity of the people that are putting them forward. It's not something that the government's proposing. We think we can meet the targets that we have without that, and that remains our position.
Okay. Health Minister Greg Hunt, I appreciate your time. Thank you as always. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Kieran. You take care.